Hey, Christina.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. I appreciate the call back. Yeah, I actually was on the other line, but I saw you called. I actually just wanted to touch base about the house on Sandalwood. I was a little surprised. It looks like a gorgeous home. Do you happen to know what stopped it from selling?
It's part of a community previously started by Zaremba.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Dries has taken over the community to finish it out. So the community's developed, maybe, I think. And so what we were told by our previous realtor is that just not a lot of traffic back there because of the unfinished community, I guess. Because it was, so I don't know. But
Wow.
It is a nice home. It is a nice home. So, I mean, I think it's definitely sellable and worth buying. Great location and
I agree.
pretty new. It's really, really new. I mean, it was built in 2006, I think, is when we moved in.
Wow. I mean, it's just surprising that, and you know, I'm sorry, of course, I certainly don't want to say anything in ill will towards anyone, but it almost sounds like that's a really bad excuse for not bringing people to your home, especially because we've had no issues. I mean, we're at 100% success rate selling homes in Brunswick this year. We're already in the double digits with homes we've sold over there. So I'm just surprised that, and I have heard agents say things like that, and I thought maybe what I thought she would have said, if anything, is that, and there's certainly a lot of truth to this. When you're selling in an area that is being built up and there's construction, you're competing against those new homes, and sometimes the individuals that are looking in there may be looking for just a newer build and a newer build alone. But it's surprising to me that they were saying because that was why traffic was low. If anything, that should make your traffic go through the roof. So, I mean, what that tells me is maybe the agent just didn't do a lot to help you market your home. Did they go through and tell you what she was doing marketing-wise from beginning to end? Did she have a system in place?
I think a lot of it was, either the paper, and I'm not
sure.
Don't know specifically kind of what their plan was.
Got it.
So,
what? Just out of curiosity, I mean, what caused you to sell originally? It certainly looks like it's a wonderful house.
Oh, we moved. We decided to move to Florida. So.
Oh, I don't blame you. Okay.
Yeah, we do love our house, and if we could pick it up and take it down here, we would. But
right.
Do that. So.
Makes sense.
So we did move out. We left in last April, and then we do have renters in the house now.
Okay.
So there was a family in Brunswick whose house got destroyed by the tornado that hit last summer. So
yeah.
They needed somewhere to stay, and their realtor contacted us because they were looking for homes to rent as opposed to kind of trying to move into an apartment and whatnot. So.
Sure.
So they're actually in the house until their house is complete. So they're under construction now, which they will be done here at the end of this month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they'll be moving out soon. So yeah,
nice.
We do want to put it. It's definitely still on the market, although not listed with our previous realtor because for obvious reasons we weren't really too happy with them. So. And part of it, we were okay. I mean, I know it's winter and it's hard and whatnot, and we had the renters in, so we were just going to wait it out to let our contract with them expire and then figure out what we're going to do next. So
sure. I mean, I got to tell you, I mean, the biggest, and this is a lot of times, and I know you're in Florida, so of course you probably haven't seen. I mean, sure, we have had a pretty tough winter, I will say that, but. You'd be so surprised as to how many homes actually sell in the wintertime in comparison to the spring and summer, because in the spring and summer you see a lot more homes on the market, but unfortunately what ends up happening is the homes there's a lot more competition at that time. So it's actually ideal with you being very early, almost late winter, early spring, to be looking to put the home back up, because right now there's still not a lot of inventory, and that's just what absolutely surprises me that you just didn't have a lot more activity when she had it up. Did you have a lot of showings, would you say, or was it far in between?
No, I wouldn't say far. Oh. Yeah, probably can count on one hand or something how many showings there actually were. So.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Wow.
And oh yeah. Plus we have a wood burning fireplace, so that one might want to keep people warm and toasty. So.
Oh no, absolutely.
It's going to sell in the winter too. Light up the wood fireplace and have people come in.
Right.
So, our neighbors loved our wood. Every time we burned our wood burning fireplace, because they could smell it throughout the community.
Oh yeah, it makes a world of difference, especially.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, the one thing that I'm a little surprised on, and especially with the caliber of house, this being at almost a $250,000 house, I'm surprised that the agent, when they came in, that they didn't take any type of professional photography, which makes the biggest world of difference, because I'm sure you probably know and realize when you were looking for homes in Florida or you were looking for residents, I'm assuming the first thing you probably did was got online and started looking at houses. Am I right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what everyone else is doing. Most of our market now, it's not like it used to be where you'd get in a car, you'd drive around with the family on a Saturday or Sunday, you'd find the signs in the yard, you'd call the agent. What a lot of people are doing now is they're going online before they even reach out to an agent. And of course, if your home if it ends up looking like all the other houses because it doesn't have those professional high-end photos and it's not put in the right locations, and what I mean by that is the top search engines, Bing, Google, Realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow. Sure, they go on there by default, but they don't generally go into those top search engines if the agent doesn't invest a little bit into the marketing. Mm-hmm. And that itself, with lack of professional photos and things like that, that's going to get you a very low amount of showings. That's probably why you ended up having such a small amount. And my chances are, I'm also assuming, I could be wrong on this, but I'm assuming that your agent probably never showed your house. It was probably other agents.
Mm-hmm.
Is that pretty much what happened? For the most part?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'd love an opportunity to come out and preview the house. I mean, I know you have a family in there now, and of course, we certainly would just want to go in and just take a look, and then we can get you more information by phone about our home selling system and what we do, and then that way, when you guys are ready to make that move and the family moves out, you'll at least have someone that you know and trust in the business, and we can start pre-marketing it, which makes a world of difference. If you decide that you like what we have to offer and we're a good fit for you, we can pre-market your home and actually get you out in front of all of our buyers and really see if it's a good fit for them. Because if it is, then of course we'll do everything we can to help you save some money and put more in your pocket, because we'll be the one to represent both sides. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy to get you out. I would love to get you out some more info on us, and then also see. I'm assuming you probably would have to call whoever's in there now, but we'd love to set up a time where we can maybe even just walk through and preview it during the week. The agent that would actually go out there, her name she's our top agent.
Okay. How do you work your commission and fees and?
Yeah, great question. It is all 100%. It's flexible. So, I mean, of course, we'll do everything we can to of course, try to net you as much money as we possibly can on our end. My assumption, and I could be wrong on this, but I'm assuming that because you bought the house in 2006, you guys were you guys the original owners?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, chances are, of course, if you're like most of our past clients and even prior clients, you don't have as much equity as you'd like to have in the house. So I'm assuming that's important to you, to try to keep as much equity as you possibly can.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty comparable with everyone else that's in the industry. But the one thing that we do differently is we do everything in our power to actually earn any commission whatsoever. So it's very important to us to ensure that you have the absolute best possible representation and you have the best possible marketing plan from beginning to end. That way, you're just like I'm doing for you now, where I was calling out and actively reaching out. We do the same for buyers. So we actually have a team that's devoted to that, and that's a part of our marketing. Most agents don't do that. The other thing that we do that's very unique, and this is something that I'm going to let the agent get more into with you, but we have a system where, of course, if your home doesn't sell within 59 days or less, we will actually offer to buy it out from you, and it would be at a predetermined, pre-agreed price that you agree on. So we have a lot of unique things that we do. It's really just a matter of us getting out and taking a look at the house and seeing, of course, if we're a good fit for you.
Okay.
And this is my cell, by the way, so this is the best way to get in touch. And I can set it tentatively, and then of course, if they tell you different or they're not going to be around, but, I mean, it'll be a quick, pretty much just a walkthrough, and then after that, we'll set up a time with you so that we can put together pricing and let you know exactly where we stand with marketing and things like that. Is there a good email address so that I can send you out more information on it? Perfect. Well, I've got it set through tentatively 4 o'clock on Wednesday, of course, unless the tenants say anything different. And of course, we're flexible as well. So if that'll work, I will get you out more information on us right away. This is your cell, so I'm assuming once she sees the house, we'll probably set up a call for Thursday, or I'll have her even just touch base, and then she can go over our system and everything and see where you're at.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sounds good.
All right. Well, my pleasure. We'll talk soon, and I'll get that information out to you right away.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. You're very welcome. Talk soon.